Good afternoon everyone. So Ned here from Ned Tool Talk. In today's video we're gonna talk about one of my absolute favorite, by far favorite tools that I have purchased in the last probably 6 to 8 months. It is Milwaukee M18 inflator. I've had M18, I had M12 inflator prior to purchasing this one. Couple of my friends had 18 volt one and they said, look, you gotta try it, you gotta upgrade. It's an amazing unit in comparison to the 12 volt one. Now 12 volt one was pretty good for what I needed it for, but I thought, well, let's give it a try. So I went online, purchased one of these. When it arrived, I tried it and oh my god, I was blown away. I could not believe how good it is actually. Now we're talking about M18 BI. It's skin only. It's an 18 volt inflator. It is much more powerful than the 12 volt one. I'm just gonna insert a 6 amp hour battery in it. So it's got a very nice LED screen there. Yeah, so it shows preset of how much you want, and here as soon as you connect it to the tire, here it's gonna show the exact reading from the tire pressure. Now this inflator goes from 0 to 150 psi. It's got a button for units. You can change the units from psi, just press and hold, to kph and to bar. Now in Australia we all use psi. Come on, change. Okay. Also there is a, let me just set it up. So there is a memory button. You got 4 memory slots, M1, M2, M3 and M4. I've got 38 psi set on M1, so you can preset your desired psi, turn the unit on and just press memory, find your preset psi and just click inflate button and it's just gonna do its job. It is very fast, and one good thing about it is it's got this, like a, call it a target thing here, sign. So when it inflates to the, let's say 38 psi, this will flash. So that means it's checking the exact pressure. So if it detects that that pressure is slightly under, it's just gonna inflate a little bit more. So don't disconnect until this is solid. I mean, if it's flashing, just leave it on. It's probably gonna pump up a little bit more. One also important thing that this one has over the 12 volt one, this one has a fan on a compressor itself, which is very good because if you're inflating a couple of tires or big off-road tires, you want a thing to cool down. Also it comes with some standard attachments for balls, and I don't know what these two are. I don't really use them, but yeah, it's got those things. There's not really too much to talk about it. It's a very simple unit. It works amazing. It served me well for probably 6 months now. I am very happy with it. I would recommend anyone to, if you're on an 18 volt platform, go get yourself one. You will not regret it. Now what we're gonna do here, I've got a Mazda CX-5 behind me. It's got 225, 55, 19 tires. I usually keep them on 38 psi. I'm gonna drop one of them down to 20 psi. We're gonna connect the compressor inflator on it and we'll see how long it takes for this unit to bring the tire from 20 psi to 38 psi. Okay, so I have set up the tire down to 20 psi, deflated. We're gonna press memory button. It's gonna go to memory 1, which is preset for me at 38 psi. I'm gonna put it down. By the way, it's a 6 amp hour battery and it's fully charged. Okay, so let's see how long it takes. I'm gonna press inflate and start on stopwatch at the same time. Now it's checking the pressure and it's all correct. So that took, I went a bit over, so they took about 1 minute and 10 seconds to inflate from 20 psi up to 38 psi an average SUV size tire, which is 225, 55, 19 in this case. Okay, so we saw how it inflates the tire from 20 to 38 psi in roughly a minute and 10 seconds. Is it worth it? Honestly, for me it is. I've got a big compressor with 20-meter hose on it. It's much easier and much quicker, rather than by the time you turn the compressor on, by the time you unroll the hose, you get to the tire, and the big compressor is much more noisy than the inflator itself. In my opinion, this purchase was well worth it. It was $220-$30 Australian. I think it's going up slightly now. I think it's $238 when I checked last time in Total Tools a couple of days ago. Now, one also important question for a lot of people: does it fit a 12 amp hour battery? Well, let's see. Easily. And there's still about a finger gap underneath. It is very heavy with a 12 amp hour battery. It's heavy, but I think it's gonna be good for the off-roaders, for people that go camping and stuff. You gotta deflate the tires when you're in mud and clay, and inflate them back when you get on a sealed surfaces. So for that, I think it's good. All in all, it's a very good unit. For me, it was a well worth it purchase. I would honestly recommend it.